Don't fret. It'll go, we'll take this recording and put it on YouTube so it's easier. But we're so excited. So you all are in for a treat. You get my bestie today. And when I tell you, she is incredible inside and out. Probably she is the party. She is fun. She's the party, but strategic in her business and masterful. Like, I don't think there's anyone that plans and thinks all the way through, like the best guest event person ever on the planet. She can rally more people than anyone I've ever seen in my life, but she's been in a while. So she does it the Mary Kay way. Mary Kay would be so proud. I love her inside and out because obviously she's my best friend. But I'm telling you, one of the every time you hear Rebecca train, you get something new, even on the same subject. It because she just thinks differently. And Rebecca, I just love you, friend. I appreciate you taking
Thank
time. I
you.
know how busy you are. And Oslo might be coming in with Alexa, giving us some music. Who knows? But to take time to give to the whole, you are truly the symbol of go give in life and in business. And I appreciate you so much giving to everybody because this is every consultant from every division, from ink being wet all the way to national. And so thank you, my friend. I won't share any more in case that's part of what you're trading on today.
It's not. I love you, Jenny. Thank you for being my friend. Jenny's my ride or die. Oslo is my grandson. He's about to be 3 and he's upstairs taking a nap. I keep him a couple days a week and he's saying the only one that'll listen to him and really let him boss is Alexa. So he's like, Alexa, change the music. Alexa, I want to hear Seven Nation Army by White Stripes. I'm like, how do you even know that, dude? You're 3. He's amazing. So that's one of the beautiful things about this business is that we get to design it the way we want to. And that's why I started my business 32 years ago in January. I became a beauty consultant. I was pregnant with my twins and I had an almost 3-year-old daughter and I worked full time somewhere else. And I wanted to be able to design my life the way I wanted to design my life and run it the way I wanted to. So if that's you on here and you're listening, I am here to give you hope. I'm not perfect. I make a lot of mistakes. I do a lot of crazy things, but I do follow the Mary Kay way. I love Mary Kay Ash. I got to meet her. I was blessed to be trained by her, and so many amazing leaders and sales directors in Mary Kay. So thank you. And Jenny, thank you for being so go give and so committed to this lunch and learn program so that consultants and directors, I don't care how long you've been in Mary Kay, if you're ripe, you're rotten. So we're always learning and growing. So that everybody can learn week in and week out on your lunch hour or come back and watch the recording if it's being recorded. So as Jenny said, we've been besties for a long time. I wouldn't even know her if it weren't for Mary Kay. So I'm so thankful for that and the friendships that I've forged through this company and being a part of such an amazing organization. I could talk all day about the great things that Mary Kay has done for my life, but 32 years in Mary Kay. I have 3 adult kids. Courtney, who was 3 when I joined, she probably won't like that I tell her age, but she's about to be 34. And my husband and I have been married for we'll be married 34 years in April, and then she'll turn 34 after that. So I have twins, boy and a girl. That's who I was pregnant with when I started my business, Taylor and Dakota. They are about to be, now I got to get this right because I keep telling the wrong age and they get so mad at me because they want to stay forever young and they look young, but they're going to be 32 in March. And I have 6 grandkids, you guys, ages ranging from 19, well, little Tay will be 19 next month, all the way down to Scarlett, who is 5 months old. And they are the joy of my life. I used to hear people say, when you have grandkids, you're going to like them better than you liked your own kids. And I thought, there's no way I love my kids so much. I can't even imagine. Well, they're not wrong. I'm here to tell you. So you have something to look forward to if you're not a grandma yet. I absolutely live for them. I breathe for them. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but it's what I do. And they motivate me to no end. So Mary Kay asked us when I was a new consultant, and I think if she were alive, she would still ask this of us. She said, share the product and share the opportunity, pass it on, pass the torch. And of course, she wanted us to look professional when representing her product and sharing her product and wear a skirt or a dress. Now, I was one of the girls that was opposed to that 32 years ago because I didn't own a skirt or a dress. And that's a whole different story for a different day, but I'm wearing one today because my recruiter said, hey, you can make on average $50 an hour, but you're going to need to do 2 things. You're going to need to clean up your language and wear a dress. So I'll tell you, I got the dress part down. I grew up with 8 brothers, so I had a lot of personal things that I probably needed to work on. I was socially awkward, lots of things like that. I didn't have a whole lot of social skills. But she said she could teach me. So I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try. So here we are 32 years later. Now, one of my favorite things in Mary Kay, you can take this business and you really do the right things, and you have the foundational things that Mary Kay taught us, and you want to stand in strong shoes as a leader and as a beauty consultant as you're sharing this product and teaching other people to share the product and the opportunity. But you can make it your own and you can have a lot of fun with it. So that's kind of what I've done. I've taken a collaboration of ideas over the years. I don't know, I don't have very many original ideas, but I can always take an idea, make it better, or tweak it to make it fit my personality. Because I don't have the same personality as everybody else. And thank goodness, because too many of me would drive y'all crazy. So I like themes. Anything that is has a theme around it, I'm all about it. Something about a theme energizes me. I can get creative. That's why I have good guest events, because I have always been a theme girl. And I can get people to do it because I feel like I have a reason to offer them to do the thing that I'm asking them to do. So themes are kind of a big deal for me. So today I'm going to talk to you about sharing the Mary Kay opportunity. Again, Mary Kay asked us a few things: share the product, share the opportunity, pass it on. Well, I'll tell you, my first year in business when I started, I didn't start off team building. I was terrified to team build. I didn't really, my director wasn't local to me. She lived in Kansas. I lived in New Mexico. So I didn't have a lot of like training or whatever. I just did Mary Kay stuff. That's how I learned everything. I read the Perfect Start books, you guys. I watched the videos that were available. I had a cassette tape from Kathy Halou, and I sounded like her my first 2 years. If you've ever heard her talk, that's a unique accent and a unique voice she has. Well, I sounded like her because I listened to her tape so much. So, Mary Kay gave us the tools to be able to build a business, but I was scared to. And I didn't know that. I mean, I knew about the golden rule and I knew we didn't take each other's customers. But about a year in, my best friend said, "Hey, I want to join your team." And I said, "No, you can't join my team. We know all the same people and I don't want you to take my customers." Now, she would have never taken my customers, but that's what I said to her. I said, "No, you can't." And she said, "Well, if you don't let me sign up with you, I'm going to find someone else to sign up with." And I said, "Well, I guess I better let her sign up with me, because if I don't, then she's going to try to take my customers anyway, the people I know." I didn't, I was thinking small. That's exactly what I was doing. So I didn't ask my first person. She asked me, you guys. And here's what I said: "Okay, Heather, if you can give me a list of 10 people you know that I don't know, I'll let you join my team." Well, lo and behold, she did, you guys. And 32 years later, she's still with me. And I want you to know that. So I didn't start out guns blazing and, recruiting. I wasn't comfortable with that. I wasn't comfortable with asking people to do what I was doing, because I hadn't grown enough in myself to really understand the whole aspect of it. So that got me kickstarted. My first check was $12. Now it's got some zeros behind it. We'll just say that. And I love that. But I was like, ooh, $12. I didn't even do anything really. I just helped her do a party. She came to a couple of my parties. I didn't really do anything. So I was like, well, I earned $12. I don't know about you guys, but 32 years ago, and maybe even today, $12 was a lot. It was a lot. It could buy a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread, or a couple of back then. Now it could just probably buy one of each. Maybe a gallon of milk and a loaf of bread. But back then it bought me groceries. So I was excited because I didn't really have to do anything for that. So I thought, maybe I ought to start team building. So I just started asking people from my parties, "Hey, I would love for you to come to my house for a salad supper on Thursday, and I'm going to share a little bit about the Mary Kay business. And if you'll come, I'll do blah, blah, blah." Because Mary Kay said, pretend everybody has a sign around their neck that says "Make me feel important." And on the other side of the sign, it said, "What's in it for me?" So I always offered them a half off item or something. So I started doing these salad suppers, and people would come over and I'd show them my weekly accomplishment sheets. And the first time I did that, I had 7 new team members, you guys, 7 new team members. And I was like, I can't believe they said yes. Well, then I had to learn to talk to them about, how to start a business with or without inventory, and how to tell them how to do parties and all that. So I didn't fall off the turnip truck knowing how to do it. I kind of had to learn as I went myself. It's kind of like having a baby. You don't know all the things. Even if you read Having a Baby for Dummies, You still don't know when they get here how it's going to be because every baby's different. Well, it's the same with this journey. You know, you put one foot in front of the other, and as you just follow the course, and then you'll get there. I promise you that. Just do it the Mary Kay way. She designed it for us, and we don't have to reinvent the wheel. But I did discover. I went to Marlinda Brown's meeting. She did this. You guys may have heard of them if you've been around a while, but she put together a PMS pack. And I learned this at her meeting. I went to her meeting for, I don't know, maybe half a year, and I learned so much from her. She is a wizard. She is a wizard. If you don't know her, get to know her. She's really something. But she did this PMS thing. Well, what was PMS? I was like, women could relate to that. It was popcorn, movie, and a survey, and you put it in a gift bag, and you gave it to everybody who would listen or be willing to take that video home and watch it. And you'd put like a soda in it and let them go home and watch it. And then you'd follow up with them. Hopefully, if you were good at what you were doing, I wasn't always. You'd follow up with them and, you know, get that survey back. And it gave you a reason to share the opportunity. And it was kind of fun. Well, I love that. That's how I did DIQ. That's how we did Fabulous 50s. That's how I eventually built to, 12 offspring directors. We were doing a lot of PMS, you guys, a lot of PMS bags and getting them out there. And it was so fun. Well, the bags, now I'm just going to fast forward. I do something very similar, but I've streamlined it and I made my packets a little bit smaller. My other bestie, Janelle Pagan, and myself kind of designed this pop packet. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. Now, POP can stand for Power of Pink. It's our theme in Area 309. Jenny, we made our own area. We're not nationals yet, but we are called Area 309. That's a whole nother story. So Jenny Enlow, myself, Janelle Pagan, my offspring director, Patty, we meet together and we have so much fun. Well, we created this POP packet, and our whole theme is like POP, Power Pink, everything, Power Pink. So this is what the POP packet looks like. So it's not a big bag with all this stuff in it. So it's easy to carry to your Mary Kay parties. I'm going to tell you what's in the contents of this and then kind of how it works. So the front is just a sticker. I got these folders off of Amazon. And then there's sticker sheets that are a full sheet, like a regular size piece of paper. And then I made these in Canva. I'll give Jenny the editable link so she can post this in the Facebook group. And you can customize it to say whatever in the world you want. Okay, nothing is black and white. You have to remember that, except for like ethics, morals, things like that. But the way you do it is completely up to you. So keep that in mind as we're doing this. But this just says, POP, unlock the future, unlock your future in pink. Discover the world of Mary Kay inside this pink opportunity pack. You will find all you need to know about launching a Mary Kay business. Embrace your inner entrepreneur and join a community of inspiring women who are transforming their lives. Dive in and see how Mary Kay could unlock your full potential and achieve your dreams. XOXO, Rebecca has my phone number on it. Okay, so what is inside this pack? Well, I have something to appease every personality. If you just think about DISC. So for the D, I have a couple of weekly accomplishment sheets in here. And you can do that. Ask some of your girlfriends. You can take a copy of their picture, copy it right onto the weekly accomplishment sheet so they can see the different variety of ways women look, because people have an idea of what a Mary Kay person's supposed to look like, right? They either think they're grandmas with gold shoes on, and if they are, that's great, or they think they're 20-something-year-olds selling wrinkle cream. But they don't know there's diversity and all kinds of things in between. So I love a weekly accomplishment sheet with the person's picture photocopied right in there. It's old school, but the D's want to know how much money can I make and how long will it take? And a weekly accomplishment sheet satisfies that, right? I love a weekly accomplishment sheet. So the other thing I have in my folder is correct information, factual information, and it's for the I personality. It's got some pictures on it. It has a picture of the Cadillac. It has a picture of our fun suit. You can put some pictures of your kids and your family in here if you want to. It doesn't matter. The I personality, what appeals to her is where's the fun? So you might put a popcorn packet in here because she'll think that's fun, or a grand bar, or a bag of M&Ms because she'll have a blast with the party things, or like the blow things, the little horns, whatever you have to do to make that I personality happy. She is all about the party. So I have pictures for the I personality. For the S personality, the folder in itself is going to make her happy because it's a system. Okay, she likes it. She likes things orderly, organized, A, B, C, D. How can this work for me and my family? So I just feel like that's a good thing to have in here for her. And then I have for the C personality, they're compliant. They want to know about the rules. You don't want to put any kind of false information in here. So this should make her happy. Right on the Mary Kay In Touch site, there is a glossary of terms for the compensation plan. So you guys, it's not fluffed, it's not inflated, it's in black and white, comes straight from Mary Kay, tells them exactly how they can earn their money and the structure of it all. And it's a glossary of terms, okay? That's gonna make some people real happy. So those things are in my packet. You can order these off of Mary Kay, or you can print them right off of Mary Kay In Touch. You know, it doesn't look as good as the ones you order. You can see these are more vibrant and they're inexpensive. But if you don't have them, don't wait. Don't wait to get everything. Make this packet. You can print stuff right off, like I said, right off the Mary Kay In Touch site. I personally have a hostess brochure in here. So it eliminates me having to give her a hostess packet too at the end of the party. And I have a Mary Kay lookbook in here for the same reason. And I have a paper, yes, a paper survey that I just made myself. And I, kind of took questions from all the surveys I've ever had in Mary Kay and put them on my own page because I like it. I didn't like all the words. I like a little bit of words. I like to get to the point. So it's just a have you ever pondered pink survey. Okay. I'm going to let y'all unmute and ask questions in a minute if you need to. And I need to look at the time because I know that you're on your lunch hour. So also on all these brochures, important is my sticker. I have my territory marked on every single thing that would ever leave my house because it might end up at a gym or on a restaurant table or lo and behold at a yard sale. When I used to do popcorn movie survey, I must not have followed up with someone and a career moves video was at a yard sale. Someone bought it for 25 cents and my sticker was on it and she called me and said, I want to join Mary Kay. Can you help me? That video, by the way, featured Denise Kucharski. I love her. She recruited so many people for me. She's amazing. So, all right. So that is important to put your sticker on everything. My pictures here on my folder, I have it stamped up. Everything has my name on it. If it leaves my house, it's got my name on it because they got to know where to find you. So make sure no matter what, if it's a recruiting packet, a book, whatever, put your name on it. Even if you have to write it in your handwriting, don't let it leave without your name and phone number. All right, so that's what's in my packet. The ideal place to team build or define your team members is from your Mary Kay appointments, right? So facials, double facials, Mary Kay appointments where they're sharing it with their girlfriends. It is more likely that they'll join your team if you share with them within 48 hours of trying the product because they're excited and of buying the product. They've been around it, they're excited, they've seen how it works. So that is going to be the best time for you to share with them, you guys. But here's what you want to do. When you get to your party, you want to set the stage for team building. Okay. I am very intentional about everything I do. Everything's thought out. I look like a walk-in party, like Jenny said. I am a walk-in party. I'm a lot of fun, but I've put a lot of thought behind everything I do. My parties, every intention. I'm there to pamper, make them feel like a queen. You don't want to forget that. But book, sell, rebook, and team build. That is your agenda. And everything I do has a purpose. It looks willy-nilly and it looks like I'm a lot of fun. Bill Cantrell said you run a tight ship, but you're like, somebody told me you're like Harvard, but you think like Harvard and you look like Las Vegas. And I was like, that is the best compliment ever because it is true. I like to be a welcome party, but I have a lot of thought behind it, all this. So when you get to your appointment, I don't care if it's facial, double facial, or if it's a bunch of girlfriends, you want to ask your person, do y'all know the 4-point recruiting plan? It's been around since day one. It is 4 things. Who do you know who's coming today who would be good at what I do? How about you? And the way I remembered this when I was 32 years ago in Mary Kay was I would think about the owl, woo, woo, right? Who do you know? And then you tell your I story at your Mary Kay party. Short and sweet, why you started a Mary Kay business and how it's going for you and what maybe your goals are, okay? Your why story. So I just think of an eyeball. At every party, I had an owl, an eyeball, a hair pick, because you want to pick someone at the party who would be good, who you think would be good. And then you ask the crowd to express who they think would be good and why. So, you just say, so Latasha, who do you think would be good here today? And they're going to tell you who they think would be good and why at what I do. And then the other thing was a gift. I always thought of those four things: who, an owl, I story, pick, hair pick, and a gift. And I never leave a party without saying those four things. Okay. And so then I say at the end, oh, you offer a gift if they refer anyone to you who comes into Mary Kay as an active beauty consultant. You can do whatever you want, whatever gift you want. If you want it to be a Mary Kay product, if you want to send them a flower, I don't care. You decide what you want to do. Like I said, you can customize these things. It's not black and white. You can do whatever in the world you want to. So you want to set the stage for that. So at the end, then it's easy, right? To close the party or to close her and to give her your folder with what you want to ask her. So when you are doing your individual closing, okay, everybody does a group close, right? Everybody does that. Y'all, this is, I mean, we could train for days and days and days on all the things and ins and outs. So you've done your group close. Now you've done your individual close. You have sold her sets, right? She's bought the skincare. You've sold to her. She's bought from you. If you don't like that, if you don't like to be a salesperson, she has purchased from you because she loves how her skin feels. Has booked her follow-up appointment with you because she's excited to get some of those sets for free or at a discount that she wasn't able to purchase today. So she's booked her party. And now you've already set the stage for team building. So this is what I like to say. Jenny, I make it my policy to ask everyone who I've shared the product with if they would be willing to listen to the Mary Kay opportunity. And I pick at least 3 ladies at every appointment. Now, if there's only 2, you can say, I pick 1 or I pick 2, whatever you need to do, tweak it to make it right. But I pick 3 people at every Mary Kay party, and I have a date card for them, my 3 favorite people. And Jenny, I'm wondering, would you be my date this week or next week? And would you be willing to listen to the Mary Kay business opportunity?
Yes.
She said yes. So I'm going to say, awesome. Once she has agreed to do that, then I'm going to say, here's my date card for you. And you can write the date right on here so she knows. You guys, I'll put the Canva link for this too, and I'll tell you what it says in a minute. Again, customize it to what fits for you, okay? Your date card. So Jenny, for agreeing to do this, when we get together, I'm going to let her buy one of the sets on the sheet that maybe she didn't get today for 50% off one time because she's going to earn it, you guys. I don't like to discount product unless there is a trade for that, right? Like she needs to do something for me and she's going to. So I'm going to happily give her a discount. So I'm going to get her excited about 50% off of whatever set she chooses. Or if she doesn't want to buy anything else, she's bought the I Deserve It All collection. Then I'm going to let her choose either an additional mascara, an additional lip gloss, because I don't know about y'all, but I love to layer my mascara. That new Great Heights, oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. It's loaded with panthenol, which was the main ingredients for our lash primer. You guys see I chase rabbits a little bit. So anyway, I like that and then Ultimate and then that again. So you can give her all the things. It doesn't matter. So let her have a free mascara, lip gloss if she's already bought and she doesn't want to buy anymore. Okay. So you give her this date card, and then you're going to ask her to, let me just get on my notes right here so I don't get off track because I do that real easy. She's agreed. Jenny's agreed. So I'm going to ask her to review the contents of this packet now. To say, okay, great. She said yes. Would you mind, Jenny, reviewing the contents of this packet? Just look it over before we get together on Thursday for our lunch date and write down any questions you may have on our lunch date. Okay. Would you do that for me?
Yeah.
She's going to say yes. And then I'm going to say, I'm going to send you a link to my website. And I'll send you exact directions how to do it in screenshots, if that's okay. And I'm going to have you click on there and click on Sell Mary Kay and watch a short 3-minute video. Would you be willing to do that for me before you fill out a survey that's in this packet?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Now, you can also send her a text survey if that's better for you and better for her. I don't care how you do it, but just give them options. Not everybody wants to deal with a text. I still like to write. I'm old. I still like to write on paper. I still like paper everything. I still have my date book I write in. I put stuff in my phone too. But anyway, she has said yes. So these are things for you to do when you get home. Now, if you have it handy, send it to her right then and show her where to go if you want to. right as you are booking the appointment. I just don't want to wait, have 3 more guests waiting. I need to hurry and get through this information. And as you can hear, I talk a lot. And then I asked, okay, I've already asked her, will you fill out the survey? And then I'm going to let her know, Jenny, I'll text you on Wednesday just to remind you about our lunch date on Thursday and find out from you if you want the free product or if you want something for 50% off. Does that sound good?
Sounds great.
Okay, that's it, you guys. So it's creating all these ways for you to not fail, because you're not going to, she's definitely going to have a date with you because she's going to get a free product or a half off set. She's definitely going to not stand you up, right? Because of that. So it's exciting. She's going to preview the contents before you get there. She's going to write down questions before you get there because you've instructed her to do this. Now, you could even make a little instruction sheet if you wanted to on the back of your card so she doesn't forget if you're a checklist girl. Look, there's even a stamp on the back of my date card. If someone finds it, they're going to call me for a good time call. Hope they don't write me on the bathroom walls. Anyway, it just overcomes a lot of objections and things before they ever arise. So on the day of the date, you want to go over her questions with her. It's an interview, right? An interview of her. Let her talk. Go over the questions, answer the questions that she may have written down. And depending on her personality, she may not want to look at the pictures and all the fluff and all the foo-foo. If she's a D personality, again, show me the money. So I'm going to say, Jenny, what do you think about Rita Rainwater's weekly accomplishment sheet?
I was really impressed.
Right? And, I have a little eye story, by the way, on those. Just handwritten by them. So Rita owned a bait shop for years. She earned her very first car in Mary Kay when she's 65 years old and became a sales director. She's been in Mary Kay 30 years now. It's amazing. So, I'm just going to say, and then there might be somebody who works full time, you guys, and she only sold $100, but her profit was $40 after her expenses, maybe. So she made $40 in 20 minutes. Don't downplay that. That's huge still. Somebody out there needs $40 for 20 minutes, right? So, you can, if Jenny's a D personality, she doesn't want to hear me talk all day. So I'm going to say, she wants to know, how much does it cost? Where do I sign? So I'm going to go over those. An interview is a whole nother training. But anyway, depending on her personality, go over whatever's in the packet with her and find out what she's excited about, how you can fill her need. Because that's what it is. Find a need and fill it. That's what Mary Kay said. How could this business work for her? Now, here's what is so exciting, you guys. I'm having lunch with Jenny. She has booked her Mary Kay appointment for Saturday. So Jenny decides, yes, I'm going to do this. So I'm going to say, Jenny, we're going to keep your appointments on the book for Saturday. And when I come over and we do that party, that is going to become your business launch. You're setting her up for success, you guys. She's already got her party booked. You've already done some coaching. You've already reached out to those people. They're coming, and now you can reach out to them and say, oh my gosh, I don't know if Jenny's told you. She might be a little nervous to tell you, but she has become a Mary Kay beauty consultant. So when you come on Saturday, you will now be supporting my girl Jenny. How brilliant is that, you guys? Really, it's book, sell, book, recruit. And this just solidifies all the things. You're going to have that sharing appointment with her. And now, Jenny, are you excited because you have your business launch on Saturday?
Yeah.
And those people are going to become hers, and all the future bookings from that party will become hers. You can't go wrong. And I'm going to say, Jenny, all I want from you is a commitment to try it for a year. Okay? Come to the meetings. We meet on Monday nights. Work with me. However, I want to get to know you better. I want to get to know what makes you tick. I want to know, how many hours you want to work. I want to design a plan with you, and we're going to help you earn some extra income. But all I ask is that you stay with me for a year. If you decide at the end of the year you don't like it, we are not breaking up. Is that okay with you?
Great.
We're going pinky promise. We are never breaking up. You guys, we don't break up in Mary Kay. It's fine. I worked at the bank and hated it. I still have friends from there. We didn't break up. So you don't want it to be like, she said no, now what? It's awkward. You got awkward turtles. Don't do that. We're not breaking up. Now, if she says no, that's okay too. I'm going to go ahead and coach her class for Saturday, her party for Saturday, and make it a successful party. And I've planted the seeds. Now, if Jenny ever wants to become a consultant, then I'm going to say, Jenny, if you ever should decide and change your mind and you would want to become a consultant, I would hope that you would reach out to me and you would want to work with me. I would
Oh,
be
absolutely.
devastated if you chose someone else because I love you so much.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't go anywhere else.
You guys, it's okay to say those things because our customers, they may not know. They just know that so and so was having a special on a kit, she said, and now she comes to the meeting with someone else or she's in Mary Kay. And you're like, what? Whose fault is that? It's yours because you didn't say, I make it my policy to share with everyone the Mary Kay opportunity that I share the product with. Would you be willing to listen? I'm guilty of it. I'm guilty of it. So this is how I'd like to work ideally, but I don't always. Okay. So it makes it easy. So she has two options at the end. She wants to, or she doesn't want to, and she wants to hold her party on Saturday and get some hostess credit and shop at 50%. You know what she loved from the deal sheet that she didn't get. She got her next thing for 50% off. Now she said, no, I'm not ready to do it. Okay, so what do you want to earn on Saturday? You just shift and go there. Now, what happens is on Saturday, she sees me get 3 more bookings, sell 1,000 or two or whatever you sell. And she's like, the wheels are turning because you've planted some seeds, right? It's called working full circle. So let's do that. All right. So here's another thing. How many of you are like, darn, I should have asked her. I need to go back and ask her. I've never asked her. Me, guilty.
All right. Rebecca's
So
teaching us once, so she asked if
here's
I
what
will.
I text someone today. Cherie, she is a preferred hostess for me, and she is a great hostess, and she's very well connected. And I said, hi, friend, Happy New Year. I hope you're doing good. Hey, I have failed to ask you if you would be my date. I have a date card with your name on it. Would you let me buy you lunch and share a little bit about the Mary Kay business opportunity? It may not be something you would ever want to do, and that's okay. And if it's not, you may know someone who is good. But I'd love to buy you lunch and see you. Are you? And I said, are you available next week? I can come over. She lives in Idaho. I live in Utah. And I said, I love you. Now, she's been my friend for 15 years. She never hosted a party until last year. Never even approached her about it because I didn't want to cross the lines. So this is another thing. You know, I planted seeds 15 years ago. We golfed together. She called me and said, hey, I need foundation. And I know you're the beauty expert. I give them gifts every year at the golf tournament. And I said, would you want to share your appointment with friends? I can come over and show you. So anyway, that's how it went. So now I was checking to ask her if she would ever listen to the Mary Kay opportunity. You guys, I'm an introvert. Y'all don't know that. I'm a very shy personality. I don't like it. Makes me nervous. So when I sent her this text this morning, I'm going to tell you I was sweating for 2 hours and she didn't answer me back. And I made up all these stories. Oh, I probably ruined our friendship. Oh, she probably will never want to talk to me again. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I asked her. We all do it, right? So here's what she said back. I would love to have lunch with you. And I don't think I have any time to sign up to do Mary Kay business. I was thinking though, it might be a great opportunity for my granddaughter to do while she's going to college, question mark. Can I talk to her mom and get back to you? Now we went back and forth. We have a lunch date Friday, next Friday on Valentine's Day. She's my lunch date because, you know, my husband already loves me. I don't need to go to lunch with him. But you know, it's just like, it's fine. So it's not our job, you guys, it's not our job to worry about whether or not they'll say yes or no to the opportunity. It is our job to ask. And I think we have to make our ask bigger. We have to ask everyone. It's not our job. Thank goodness my recruiter didn't prejudge me. My friend Tammy's on here. I was terrified to ask her. But you know what? She asked me because she said, shared the 4-point recruiting plan. She goes, well, I want to hear too. And I was like, okay. And I met her in the Virgin Islands and we both live in Utah. She saw me giving a lady a facial on the boat we were going to sell on. She was on the other boat. Now we all had mutual friends. And I said, I'll give you a facial when we get back to the States. And the only reason I did call her was because I'm impeccable with my word. I said I would. I didn't want to. I was as nervous as heck. And now she's one of my very bestest friends of 7 years, you guys. Right, Tammy? You can just wave. It's amazing because I didn't want to ask her. It made me sweat all over. It makes me sweat thinking about it. But I did it anyway because I'm obedient to what Mary Kate asked us to do. And I know that God will bless the work of our hands. He will bless the work of our hands. He will bless us if we have the courage to ask. And you don't know whose life you're going to change because you do ask. I could tell you story after story about how my life has been changed because of a Mary Kay business. My thinking is bigger than I could ever have imagined. You guys, we lived in a mobile home and the floors were falling in. It was infested with critters. We were poor, but I found $100 to start. So don't judge. You don't know who's waiting for you to ask her. So with that being said, there's lots of things. Oh, let me give you some tips about the date card. So this date, let me tell you real quick, this date card says, this card is good for a date with me, your choice of lunch or drink and a dessert. Now I'll put the link in the Facebook group and Jenny will get that to you so you don't have to worry about writing it down unless you just want to remember, because I love to write everything down. In person or on Zoom, because we do Zoom appointments too. And if on Zoom, you'll receive a gift card from me and a Mary Kay product or set for 50% off, or a free lip gloss or mascara when you listen to the Mary Kay opportunity. Love, Rebecca. You guys, if you cannot afford to take people to lunch, don't let that stop you in your tracks. I invited people to my house for cookies. Okay, you can do those kinds of things. You can treat them to salad. I'm so creative. I was so poor I couldn't have my own salad supper that I had all my hostesses bring a salad to share, and I gave them a free lip gloss for whoever voted on the best salad. It was the brilliantest thing I ever did. I know that's not proper use of language, but it was. So, there's all kinds of ways, and you can ask me. Go on that Facebook group, and when Jenny posts the link, ask me anything you want, and I'll answer you. But tips for doing that, if you are going to take them to lunch or dessert, save your receipts because it could be tax deductible. Write their name on it and what you talked about. But you guys can go to, Olive Garden has soup and salad endless for $8.99. I took a date yesterday and it was $20 for two of us with the tip. Go to Starbucks and have a drink. They're expensive, that's for sure. But you can keep the receipt. If you like to go to the movies and you want to be able to deduct the movies, take her to the movies. Watch a movie and sit out in the little refreshment area when you're done with the movie and talk about it. And tell her this is one of the perks of being a Mary Kay beauty consultant. That's called creative financing, y'all. Now you better ask your accountant. Don't say you heard that here. Anyway, Olive Garden has, like I said, Longhorn Steakhouse. You can take two people to lunch, order off the lunch menu for $20, less than $20. I tell my husband I can't afford to eat at home because there's nobody here that I don't already know that has skin. I need to go find new faces. And while I'm out at lunch, I can hand out my business card and, network and do all of that. And it makes me get out because I would stay at home. I'm an introvert. Go to happy hours after work. If they can't do lunch, they always have appetizers on happy hour, or like I said, have home lunches. Do the home lunches. We did Taco Tuesday for years and years and years, and everybody brought a side and we did tacos every Tuesday, and we would do 11, 12, and 1 and do 3 sessions during people's lunch hours, and they'd come over to wherever we were hosting and eat. It's great. I will post on Facebook where to access all these things, how to get all the folders, how to do all the things. By the way, I have some really cute story in here for the I personalities too that I'll post. It's a furniture story, a furniture store story. I love it so much. But I'm gonna let me see if I can find it first. I'm gonna close with a poem if I can find it. One of my favorites. If you've been in Mary Kay for very long at all, you know this. It's called Maybe She Needs Me. Oh, I want to say this too. Sometimes it's a matter of having a reason to ask, by the way, and the date card in the folder gives me a reason because I have something to hand to them. So it's almost like I'm hiding behind it. Here's this. Can you do this for me? Like it's a system. So that really helps me to follow what I need to do. And my goal is 3 a week, to have 3 dates a week. So you're sharing the opportunity then with 12 people a month. Did you know that? 12 people a month, that's your pearls of sharing. And that's also leads to so many other things. So anyway, as you are thinking about who to ask this week, I want you to really hear these words in your ears, this poem. It's one of my favorites in Mary Kay. Maybe she needs me. It had been a long day and I was finishing a task. As I hurried past her, a little voice said, ask. Oh, not today, I told myself. I'm tired and it shows. Besides, I could look foolish and it's likely she'll just say no. While drifting off to sleep that night, I saw her face again. I wondered what her life was like, her dreams, her needs, her pain. What if she'd been praying for a friendly word or smile? The chance to meet somebody that would go the extra mile. What if she'd been looking for a break, an open door? Was this the opportunity that she'd been praying for? I saw the cars she would not drive, the ring she would not wear, because I would not risk myself to stop, to ask, to share. So, what if what I offered her was not her cup of tea? That was a choice for her to make. How selfish could I be? When all my dreams are realized, I don't want to feel regret for the lives I didn't touch and change, the no's I didn't get. Oh, let me live the true go give and let my mission be. Not do I need her, but maybe she needs me. So, you guys, if you have to make a ponytail on top of your head and pull yourself out of the way, do it and start asking. And if you need a reason, just hand them a folder and take them on a date. I mean, really, you just have to make it your goal to have 3 dates a week. And then putting these systems into place, you are going to be so blessed. God promises He will bless the work of our hands. We just have to give Him something to bless. I'm done. Any questions?
Rebecca,
Oh my
that was
gosh, I just
amazing.
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Is there anything else we can help you with?
No, I'm good. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was so cool. And I appreciate that you're willing to share all your goodies. This was absolutely fantastic. I wrote and I wrote and I wrote, and now I got to replay it to see what I missed. So thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I
You're
loved your little
welcome.
I story too. I mean, that just it throws it all in there. So thank you.
You're welcome. And if I missed anything, because I have a hard time sometimes crafting words and I get nervous and all the things. So if something wasn't clear, and when Jenny posts this, I think someone asked where to find the Facebook page. Jenny, is it just called Lunch and Learn on the Facebook page?
Lunch
Mary?
and Learn. Yeah, it's Lunch and Learn. And it has a picture of Mary Kay and like a vintage red dress from the Applause magazine. And yeah, Rebecca, if you send me everything, I can go like your Ponder Pink, all that stuff. If you send it to me, I'll just go post it now, even before we get the recording.
Yeah, I want you guys, listen, I challenge you to have endless dates this year. If you are not getting enough dates, you go create the dates. And have
Right.
fun doing it,
Speed
right?
dating.
Like, oh, I think Lynette just posted the Facebook
Oh,
group.
yeah. Yeah.
I
Lynette,
love
thank
that.
you, Lynette.
Were there any other questions in the chat that I might have missed? Because I am not good at like multitasking and looking and doing all the things.
No,
And
I think
and
I answered.
I did not share. I'll share the screen real quick and show you guys. If you send someone your website, like, mine's marykay.com/Rebecca Allen. So this is what it looks like. So I screenshot this when I send it to them and tell them to click on here, Sell Mary Kay, and then they can watch this video. It's awesome. It has a bunch of different people in it. It's only a few minutes long. And it's a good introduction to Mary Kay. And what I love about sending this as opposed to other video links is it's not going to take them down a rabbit hole and searching a lot of different things that could be really negative at times. It has all the stuff here in black and white. And what may happen is they want to sign up right now. So when they click on sign up, it takes them to the agreement, and it's got your name in there and everything already. So they may be a consultant before you ever get to your lunch date. And if that's the case, you can use your lunch date then for starting to train her on how to, her first steps in the business and stuff. And P.S., I always give everyone the link, and I tell them, I'm going to send you the link just in case you decide at 3 a.m. and I'm not available. Because a lot of people wake up at 3 a.m. and they're like, I should have said yes. Well, if they have the link in their, in their text message or their email that you've sent to them, they don't need to disturb you at 3 o'clock, and they haven't changed their mind at 6 o'clock because you weren't available to answer at 3, when a lot of women wake up in the middle of the night and are thinking that. So I definitely get that link to them. But I do love sharing my website with them. So
Amazing. Today was incredible. And don't you
thanks,
girls
friend.
worry, I'll post that stuff today when Rebecca has time to get that over to me. And then I'll get this video within the next few days on there so you can go back and listen and, figure everything out, but make those folders. It's incredible. And I all hope you have the most amazing February. Join us next week. We have another Area 309 top director joining us, and we're just excited to have you all. Thanks, Rebecca. I love your
You're
face.
welcome. Hey, friend,
Thank you
somebody
so
just
much,
asked.
Rebecca, and thanks, Jennifer, for hosting this. This is fantastic.
Oh, you're so welcome. What did it say? What that
Thanks,
question say?
guys.
Where do you get the
She
link?
asked where that link was. It's just my website. So your personal Mary Kay website is where they'll find that link to, or the agreement link. You just go to your website and you can copy paste it and send it to them. Just ask your director or one of us on the Lunch
Yeah.
and Learn Facebook page if you need to. So
Yeah, we'll help you. All right, ladies, have an
thank you,
amazing
everyone.
Thursday.
Be blessed.
Bye, friends.